Wow, I think Fitz is the only person to reference the 2004 Pistons other than myself. Wow.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on.
Thank you, Evan. That brightened my evening.
Well, I don't tie it.
I'm just going to go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has
Not
to be.
pub more.
Has
I mean,
to be.
Has to be.
Dramatic, man. That was a journey.
Fitzmagic in September is like one of the hottest athletes in the world.
So you want to talk about putting a team on your back? Luka is Larry Bird reincarnated. This man might get it done.
That's not even close.
Man, I'm a dumbass.
I'm clipping that.
Georgia's second.
Hey, Georgia also had Herschel Walker.
10 seconds.
What is going on? Welcome to episode 116. I thought I was going to get Devin to do the intro there. He teased me. He tickled it a little bit. We got a full pub. This is awesome. It's been such a long time. We got Devin, the wall slate on, baby. Let's just give Devin a round of applause. We've been pouring him out one for like a month and a half now.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
Cue the stain right here. Father Man Fitz in the building. From across the pond, Matt. The sip of death queen herself. She's about to stone cold him this weekend. Jay Gray. And Doctor, not a doctor, but really Dr. Tim Fonda. Back in here, baby. This is going to be a great episode. I'm jacked up. When I saw Devin's face, I went from 6 to midnight real quick. This is how we're starting the pod, all right? This is how we're doing it. All right. We got a random sports fact. I think I got a good one as long as I can say the guy's name. That's always the hard part for me. You know me in pronunciation, and I can't spell worth anything. All right, so let's rewind the clock. 2019. We're going to go to Cleveland. I don't know about you guys. Have you guys ever lied on your resume before? Just to maybe get the job, or maybe, you lied on an app, maybe it sounds better. Just a little white lie just to make you sound better. Anybody done that?
Is that not common?
Right? Pretty common, I think, for most folks. Or maybe like pretend you know somebody. Like, oh, I know them. Yeah. Anybody done that?
I mean, I'm 5'10" in my dating profile.
Oh my God.
I love it, Matt. I love it.
That's a
and I
resume.
I am 5'10".
Hey, there it is. Yeah. Believe it, baby. Well, there was a young guy coming from Phoenix, the University of Phoenix. So it's a junior college. He had actually last played since 2017. He had been out of the game for 2 years. He was homeless. He was sleeping in the gym. He spent his last $250 on training sessions. His boy calls him up like, hey, Cleveland Browns are having a tryout. If you can make the trip up from Miami to Cleveland, we got to, maybe you can sneak in there. He says, bet, gets in his car, drives all the way to Cleveland, and he wasn't invited to this tryout. And so he has to lie, like, oh, Dante Hightower? Yeah, I know him. Like he's your vice president of player relations? Yeah, me and him go way back, dude. Really. Hightower comes around the corner. He's like, oh, shit. Like, what do I do? Hightower was so impressed by his man, just balls in his drive, just to tell a lie, even though Hightower was standing right there. He loved it. And he says, all right, come back in a week. We're going to give you an official tryout with the Cleveland Browns. That man's name was Damon Sheehy Gillespie. I probably mispronounced one of those names there. But he played in the preseason. He actually got a tutty in the preseason, turned some heads, but unfortunately was released after the preseason. And he went on to play for the New York Guardians. And then the XFL and AFL closed down because of COVID. It was like the worst time possible for the cat. But he actually turned some heads. He was at a couple invites this year for the XFL training camp. I don't know if he's got picked up or not. But he's still trying to make a way in the game. So my question is, we're going to flip the script a little bit. Who's the biggest con for a sports team or sports that, maybe they sold themselves too high and they never lived up to the hype? Or maybe they're so underrated that people forget about him, to you like, oh, that guy's a con man. Like he should have been, people should give him more hype. So you can go either way with this if you guys want.
That football team that played IMG.
The Bishops. Yeah, I was going to say Bishop Sycamore.
Yeah.
Ultimate con.
That is a great one.
Who's Bishop Sycamore?
What did he do?
That was, all right, so it was that fake high school
Yeah.
said that they had like all these D1 recruits and they like sold it up to ESPN. It's just another blatant like ESPN. If y'all watched the Manti Te'o documentary, it's just another like blatant like ESPN didn't fact check anything. They played like 2 football games in 3 days, and one of them was like nationally televised, and they got like their ass kicked. It was insane.
Their HBO, I think, documentary is coming out like in a few weeks.
It is. Yeah, it is.
It's called BS High. I like it.
Yeah. I'm excited for that doc too. Because I'm like, how the hell did they get away with this?
Yeah, I mean
Great
the balls
marketing.
on that guy. Hey, I know a few guys. Let's go play IMG Academy, who has like one of the best schools in terms of Division I athletes.
Yeah. Coach, I'm 40. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Come on.
Yeah, come on. You missed your shot. Come on.
Yeah. You're gonna get your ACL torn. Just wait.
I don't know if this counts as like a con. Nick Foles comes to mind. Okay, so hear me out. Like he started out. I mean, obviously he won the Super Bowl with the Eagles, right? Lands like this huge. I can't remember for some reason. 117 million is sticking out. I don't know what his contract was with the Jags, but he absolutely cashed out. Like just won the Super Bowl. Jags were like Super Bowl winning quarterback. You're hired. And I think he like broke his clavicle or something, and then like rode the bench, guaranteed money, and then Chicago signed him for guaranteed money. And I don't even know where Nick Foles is at right now, but like he's obviously like sitting on a butt ton of cash, and he had like the miracle second half of the season, and then that just like he rode off in the sunset. I don't
That's a
know
good
where
one.
he's at.
He's still around kicking somewhere.
Is he with the Bears?
Oh, you might be
Ah,
He
right.
might be back with the Bears. Yeah.
Classic Bears move, I'm telling you. Gosh. I guess you could say the same about Carson Wentz. Like everyone chopped him up as this freak of nature quarterback, and he did have like an MVP.
Oh, he's
kinda
with the
season.
Colts.
Oh, Foles is?
Yeah, with the Colts.
That's right. Yeah.
Back with Frank Wright.
That's right, because that solves everything. Solved it with Carson.
I guess I'm still trying to understand the question. Like,
Damn it, Fitz. I'm just kidding.
I'm like lost on this. What is so we're asking like who is an
Yes.
imposter?
Yeah, so we'll go with that. Like, who was the imposter?
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess
The
like
2000 Spanish Paralympic basketball team.
what
Look
happened
it
to
up.
them?
It was
They
like
pretended to be
only 2 of the 12 on the team actually had a disability.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
It's brutal. It's brutal. And they won the gold, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no,
Yeah.
not a good
Oh,
look.
yeah. Not at all.
They deliberately failed an IQ test to allow them to play. What the hell?
So this is like the Ringer come to life.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, it really is. I'm pretty. It's
my
just pretty
Lord.
rough.
That's terrible. I shouldn't be laughing.
I can't think of anything. I was thinking of like Cam Newton. Just like a once, he was probably dubbed once in a generational talent. He's league MVP, and then nothing. Basically looked like he was gonna be, the number one guy, and he just fell off. That was the first one that came to mind.
I've got a good little funny one. I think it was like the 2009 Iranian women's team, where 8 of them were men. Look it up. Look up
The
the
what?
photos. Yeah, because of obviously Iran being a Muslim country, they're all wearing religious headwear, so you can't see the hair. And if you try and Google it, and there's a photo of the squad, and then there's one person who just looks more of a man than I've ever seen in my entire life. It's crazy how they even thought they would get away with it. But yeah, 8 of the starting 11 were men.
Wow.
Hey Devin, can you like sit right behind your mic again for me? or not Devin. Sorry. I'm losing my mind
What
already.
the hell's happening?
Can you get right behind your mic for me?
This one?
It looked up. Nope. Go back.
Oh, I got you.
You
Yeah,
were
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
like way up on top of it. It looked like he was picking your nose. That's all I could look at. during this
Got
entire
you.
thing.
Oh my lord.
Y'all missed me, didn't you?
Oh, for sure. All right. For me, it's got to be Tim Donahue, like the NBA rig, like him rigging the just final games for the books or whoever he did it for. To me, it just I get it. Like, hey, let's get some extra payday, but that's my biggest con in sports. Which that kind of leads us to a topic that we kind of came with last minute. It was biggest asterisk for sports teams. You guys want to dive into it now?
Let's do it.
All right. No. Oh no. All right. So while we do that, Fitz, you want to explain, or Matt, you want to explain biggest asterisk?
Yeah. So this was all brought about when Max Verstappen won the Formula One World Championship from last season. I'm still not over it, and I never will be. But essentially, the way he won the World Championship meant there's an asterisk on his World Championship, And essentially, what the question is asking here is teams that have, won a championship, World Cup, league, division, but there's a huge cloud over that championship, which kind of means they kind of didn't win it, but kind of did.
Exactly. Yep. I love it. And I'm getting the graphic on the cloud. Sorry, I forgot to throw it on there. So while I do that, anybody want to tee off on it?
2017 Houston Astros. Sorry, Tim.
Dude, you took mine.
Yeah, I mean, cheating. No repercussions at all. Just BS, Tim. You're better than that.
Hey, they played by the rules.
Did
Did they know?
The rules were not explicit. Maybe they are. I don't fucking know.
No, actually, I don't know either. Maybe it's just like an unwritten rule of baseball.
They had a loose interpretation of the rules.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a
there
gray
you go.
area, and they swam in the gray area for a while. Took a little
Just
dip.
down in the sewer swim.
It took a little dip. Mine's more of individual, and I think since this was discovered, the asterisks have been stripped. I think he deserves asterisks. I'm giving it Lance Armstrong. All right.
Ooh.
So
was-
several years
Okay.
ago, the whole blood doping thing came out, and they basically stripped away a lot of his medals, a lot of his titles. And I don't know all the details, but it sounds like a lot of the competitive cycling scene had been doing this, maybe on and off, maybe not consistently. But he was the one that got caught, and he was the one that the hammer got dropped on. And shoot, I could be blood doping all I want. I can't do what he did. So I think you should give the asterisk back to him.
Given the ship, yeah.
Yeah, give him his titles back. Like the. Did they do that with Reggie Bush yet? I know they were.
I think they gave him back his Heisman. No, Jake
They
Garcia.
didn't.
See,
No, they didn't.
give it back.
Nah,
So
they're not going to do that.
officially, they kind of have, because I always watch the Tour de France, and they have a list on the podium, they have a list of all the all the champions, and they actually do have Lance Armstrong back on there, but he does have an asterisk to his name, as you would expect.
Okay.
And
I'm cool with
I mean, between like the early noughties, well, throughout the whole noughties, the first 20 riders in the Tour de France all had allegations about them doping. Alberto Contador won it later in the noughties. He was banned for doping. So many riders were banned for doping. Yes, crazy. It was crazy. But they're kind of changing it now. Even Bradley Wiggins, the person who got me into professional cycling, well, person who got me into cycling and watching it, was sort of, it's been a bit dodgy as well. It's a sense of to go into it, his doctors made him have asthma, so he could get a prescribed drug, which helped his blood stem cells and breathe better.
Yeah.
Something crazy. So they orchestrated him to have asthma, and the same allegations are going currently to Liverpool, which is even more of a conspiracy tinfoil hat scenario. But yeah, there we go.
Oh, nicely done, Matt.
If you haven't watched Icarus yet, watch it, because he tries to do what Lance Armstrong did, and then it leaks the entire Russian doping stuff.
One of the best documentaries of all time.
So good.
Hands down. Yeah.
I mean, people who cycle for races, not for money in France, dope. It's ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
Everybody doping. Everybody.
It's ridiculous. But yeah.
Wow.
Jager's gonna hate me for this, but how many Brady Super Bowls can we put an asterisk on? Because the first one, you got the tuck rule. Later on, we have Deflate Gate / the hand the ball to Marshawn on the 1, and they probably win that one, or he loses that one. He loses to the Rams, or he wins against the Rams when Gurley got hurt. Healthy Gurley probably runs through the Patriots. The Falcons, the down 28-3. I just feel like we could put a lot of asterisks on it if we wanted to play devil's advocate. But obviously, I mean, it's storybook. No one's going to argue he's the GOAT. But if I'm playing devil's advocate.
But you really didn't give a reason other than they were down 23 to the Falcons. So
they also never played the Packers in the Super Bowl.
Okay, that's not our
They never played the Lions either.
They never played me either.
More psychedelic, which he's going to be an asterisk for me now. All those psychedelics. If anyone else on that team was doing that, they would be gone from the league. But because he's the golden child, he can do and say whatever the hell he wants.
Did I also see a report where he was talking about being perked up for like an entire season?
Yes, he did the Joe Rogan podcast. Listen to it. He did Percocets before a game.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
That's just good old football, baby.
Tested forever now.
Do it.
And his stats are gonna go.
Oh man.
Oh dear me.
I talked myself into a corner.
Yeah, you did.
You know what's funny?
I got pwned.
Fitz brought up John Gruden Super Bowl, Michael Strahan's stack record, Ichiro's home run. Didn't even use it. He chose the worst ones to go with.
I did.
Come on, Fitz.
So mine's a little bit controversial.
Oh, here we go.
By a little bit, I mean, sorry, but Leah Thomas winning the 500-yard gold medal in women's swimming. She's the transgendered swimmer at the University of Pennsylvania. She competed for 3 of her first 4 years as a male. She was ranked 6th in, I think, a really long race in the nation. And then she was in the top 100 of the 500-yard for men in the nation. She took her senior year off to do the transition, came back, and then won a gold medal at nationals. The next closest female was almost 2 seconds behind her. Okay. I know it's very controversial. I'm all about giving people an opportunity to compete, but I don't know. This one's super controversial. I don't know how I feel about this. I just try to imagine, like, if I had a daughter who was on scholarship and had this opportunity to compete and win, and someone who spent the first 21 years of their life as a male building muscle and testosterone, yes, I know you're going through that hormone replacement therapy, but still, like, you still got more strength and more aerobic capacity than a female does at that point. So sorry to dampen the mood, y'all, but Leah Thomas is mine. She does want to continue her swimming career in the Olympics, but the
No way.
the International Swimming Organization has said no. Hold on, I wrote down the exact quote. They said no, unless they establish comfortable satisfaction with the organization. So I'm assuming that they need more than probably about 5 or 6 years of hormone replacement therapy, would be my guess, to have a fair shot with women who have been training as women their entire lives. To bring it up a notch, though, Barry Bonds is another one.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sitting down here at ground level on Buzzkill right now.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the pub to.
She's a nice lady.
Waiting for the pub to enter those deep waters. I mean, it is interesting. Like, it is interesting conversation. It's just very controversial.
It's very controversial, and it definitely deserves an asterisk.
Like, there's so many different opinions about it. I was thinking about. I helped coach cross country this weekend, the best Saturday sport, as I said previous episode. But there were some, the trend of high schoolers just in general are identifying as trans, and it was just interesting that as far as I don't know what the state guidelines are or whatever, but trans runners have been running like in their, like, if with their I'm trying to think like the correct way to say it. Basically, like if you were transitioning to female, you still had to run with the men. If you're transitioning,
they probably haven't had the hormone replacement procedures.
Yeah. But I mean, I was just thinking about, I'm open. If I was a runner, I'd be like, yeah, if you're transitioning, that's fine, whatever. But I would be upset if I was a female and the person who won the girls' races run, oh man, they just ran sub 16. That's never happened. That's a course record. And it's kind of like, yeah, but we all know, like, and I think that's what I hate about it is it's almost like when we want to play that game of like, oh, but it's being acceptable. It's like, I think it's just I think it's holding the movement back in a way.
I mean, Parker, I feel like it's only a matter of time until you see this affect the sport that you coach from wrestling. So that'll be interesting when a male athlete decides, oh, I identify as transgendered and begins to wrestle your females, but maybe it won't be an issue because of weight classes. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, weight classes help. It's happened in Texas. I know she transitioned and she won back-to-back state titles in Texas, and people were in an uproar. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's tough. I'm here. Yeah.
I have another one outside of Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Any team that won a championship during the COVID season.
Yeah.
Already playing for March and then had to finish their season. Mainly the Lakers. I'm sorry. They were a great team. But what happens in that 40-game span that you just canceled? It's an asterisk. Yeah. The bubble's an asterisk. For all the sports.
Yeah. I don't hate that one. Yeah. I like it. I'm gonna take one, and I thought maybe mine was gonna be controversial, and then Jay Gray just knocked it out of the park. So feel good.
I warned you guys.
Hey, just let it rip. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's just fucking go. Fuck it, we'll do it live. So for me, it was anybody that won a weightlifting medal in the 80s and 90s. Maybe even, you know what? I'm going to take it a step farther. Olympic athletes in the 80s and 90s. I mean, if I look at it, the Icarus documentary, obviously the Russian doping allegations, but I think every country was really doping at that point. Like we talked about cyclists. I think a lot of countries were doping. I know it was happening in wrestling. The whole Tanya Harding figure skating where she just hires a hitman to take out the knee. Like the 80s and 90s Olympics were a wild time, and I think most of those people were finding ways to get around the rules. I could be wrong.
Bring it back though. It's so exciting.
Hey, I'm here. I love hitmen being hired. I love steroids. Let's go to work.
Wasn't that when
Gotta
like the
love some
world?
steroids?
Was that when the dirtiest race in history was in 80s and 90s?
I
Ben
think so.
Johnson, Carl Lewis.
Yep. I believe so.
Also, I think this is 70s, but the Russian Olympic gold medal in basketball over the USA, when they paid off the refs, / the refs were too afraid because they were Soviets. That's an asterisk. It's so much of an asterisk, the US still refuses to take their silver medals.
Yeah, they're in the vault in Sweden.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's in Switzerland.
Switzerland, thank you.
Hey, the more you know.
Tomato.
Any other asterisks we want to talk about?
I've got one.
Yeah.
To wrap it up. The legend himself, Pele, supposedly has scored 1,283 goals. That's a lot of them, isn't it? That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Which is, most goals in history to one person. However, 526 of his goals came in unofficial friendlies and fixtures. So you could be playing against boys. They might not have even happened. He never really played for an actual European team with an actual European league. He played pretty much all his football in Brazil and for the New York Cosmos. So how many goals Pele actually scored really is a debatable number. He was a great player, like unbelievable player. Some amazing goals. The Brazilian team he played in were amazing, but there's no way he scored 1,283 goals. That is ridiculous.
Might be more.
It could be more. There we go. Could be more.
Maybe he was lowballing. He's like, yeah, I think I got like 5 that game.
I thought you were going to talk about Argentina's big win in the World Cup with the hand of God goal. Maradona.
Oh, fuck me. Have I not thought of that? Yeah, fuck Diego Maradona. Even though he's dead, I absolutely despise the guy. Hand of God. Absolute scumbag. Absolute scumbag. The 2018 World Cup when England were playing Colombia, he turned up, coked up, shock, in a Colombia shirt. Yeah, that was a year where, the hand of God, we're in the semi-final. Can't remember what World Cup it is, but we're playing better than him, and ball comes across, and Diego Maradona is like 3'7". Okay, he's not actually 3'7", but he's probably about 5'2", and somehow he's supposedly outjumped our goalkeeper, including with his hands, and then our tallest centre back, even though that they are a foot taller than him, because he's just literally used his hand.
Yeah, he later admitted to it. It was his left hand.
I mean, you can't just say lie, can't he? Oh no, yeah, that's my head. That's definitely not my hand.
Yeah.
It looks like he's playing handball.
Yeah,
exactly that. Just Him
and Pele hated each other too.
Oh yeah,
That's
exactly.
funny. Yeah,
exactly. That's why people over here like Pele over Maradona. There we go.
That makes sense. Well, we're talking about footy. Let's break into your footy corner, Matt.
Yeah, let's get into it. So we'll start off things at Anfield. Oh no, we'll start things off at
whatever you want.
We'll start things off at Anfield, where apparently Pele played and he scored some of his 1,283 goals. Liverpool won 9-0. 9-0. And to be fair to Bournemouth, who've just recently got promoted, some of these goals were actually pretty good. And there's nothing they could have done about them. Just good goals from outside the box. Liverpool finally rolling, finally looking good. First win of the season, looking very good. Bournemouth was so bad they sacked their manager. So they are now managers and towards rock bottom. So they're fucked. They're absolutely fucked.
That's tough. And Liverpool just lost to Man U, who we were dogging on a couple weeks ago. They were dead.
Yep.
Liverpool they get tired of us talking shit about them. That's what happened.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
Bournemouth, I like their logo. their crest, whatever you want to call it.
Mm.
It's simple, but I like it.
I like it as well, actually. Feel sorry for the Bournemouth fans because Bournemouth to Liverpool is probably one of the furthest journeys you can do. It's probably about 12-hour round trip, so have fun with that. Nearly an hour for every goal.
Dang.
And then this Man City versus Newcastle was known as the oil derby because both teams are owned by Man City are owned by Qatar and Newcastle United are owned by Saudi Arabia. This is a quality game. Erling Haaland played absolutely brilliant. He's a new superstar for Man City. Newcastle showing that they're the pretty good side and they're gonna be up towards the towards the top, but like in around like at the European spots, 7th or 8th, maybe 6th. They could really actually beat a few big teams this year. They're Newcastle are a team to watch, but they're always going to be good because they're the richest team in the world. So there we go.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. Them kind of whitewashing sports. Here.
Yeah, sports washing.
Yeah,
it's going on a bit. Yeah,
that's what I meant. Sports watching. Yeah.
But yeah, this Sunday, 11 o'clock kickoff, Eastern time that is. We've been trash talking them for a while. Man United, they played well recently. They picked up a couple wins, but they're playing the absolute team who's absolute for shit right now. They're hot. They're the shit. I can't believe I'm saying this. Arsenal are literally the best team in the Premier League. This game is actually a quality watch. Arsenal, I haven't seen Arsenal this good for a very long time, which is quite scary to say. But yeah, they haven't been this good for a long time. Manchester United, can they continue their recovery? We'll find out Sunday. But yeah,
I love it. Good deal. And also, why the hell do they wear lime green jerseys?
Oh, it's disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like they're about to work on the highway. It is horrid. Like, I'm surprised that NFL teams don't do this because like Premier League teams change their kits or jerseys every season, so you always buy a different jersey. But some of them they make are horrid. They're absolutely horrid.
That's a good business move for the owners there. But yeah, I was like, is that Man U wearing lime green? Like
that's their way. Yeah, so they have free kits and they change them every year.
Wow.
But like the home kit always stays the same color, maybe a different pattern. But yeah, there we go.
Awesome. Well, moving from soccer to a little golf action. I love that Jay Gray's on here because the Open champion, Mr. Cameron Smith, decides to head on out to the LIV. Him and I think 5 other top 100 players are leaving the PGA to join the LIV. And this is news. It feels like LIV had took a hit, or they made the move. PGA matched them. They backed down a little bit, and now it seems like LIV is still chipping away at these players behind closed doors that we're not used to. I mean, he just won the Open. So I was like, oh, Cameron Smith, there ain't no way he's going when the rumors broke on Twitter. Apparently I was wrong. He gets the deal of a lifetime for the LIV. Are you guys surprised? Do you think there's going to be more big names coming out? What do you guys say?
PJ's dead.
Oh, well, no.
PJ's for sure dead.
No.
That's a confirm.
It is not. To kind of back why I think Cameron Smith may have done it is because since he won the Open Championship, he gets a number of years where he's automatically in the other major championships. So like, I think it's 3 years for the Masters. It might be 3 years for all of them. Outside of the Open, I believe he's always invited back to the Open. So that may have been one incentive as to why he did it. But our North Carolina's own Harold Varner III, good old Gastonia boy.
Good old trip.
He also signed with Liv, and he outright said it was because it was for financial reasons. He understands that it might make him a hard target or high target on hate lists in the US, which I was like, yeah, it will. But for some of these guys, they don't consistently place well enough that the money's always going to be there for them. And I'm thinking about international travel as well for Cameron Smith. There's more tournaments worldwide with Live so that his family be able to see him as opposed to just being in the PGA. So I think that's also a big kind of pull for these international players to go to Live. But Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy are working on a proposal to the PGA to kind of structure it similar to Live, where that every player almost will get a commission or like a baseline salary with winning that's livable for these guys, with winnings being tacked on top of it. So PGA, I think, is still going to be fighting back. I do think that PGA still will end up being on top because they do have a lot of people that just refuse to support Live because of the political, the sports washing that's happening there. But I have faith in the PGA. PGA still is Tiger. Tiger turned down a $2 billion contract to go to Live.
It was fat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. If Tiger Wood goes, that's the end for PGA for sure.
That's when I would say it's the end of the PGA, but I don't think Tiger's ever going to go.
If they agree to those terms and they get everybody a paycheck, I think they have a fine chance. If they can't come to an agreement, I'm kind of with Devin. Like, if you can't guarantee these guys money, you're going to see more and more top 100 players leave.
1,000%, yeah. It's rough. I think who else signed? Didn't Joaquin Neiman and Leishman go to this week?
Yeah.
Yep.
Leishman had already been over there, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it was for the last couple tournaments of the season. He had been over there already.
I think the next Live tournament is this weekend or next weekend. I can't remember.
I don't follow it, so I couldn't tell you.
I think so. And Cameron Smith will be playing this next one. So
it's still a massive joke to me. Like, literally, I can't watch it. I'm like, I don't care about your stupid team names. The only thing I think that's cool is that everybody starts on a hole. And so, like, no matter where you are, you're going to see golf action. I think that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Any other thoughts about this? Tim, you've been pretty vocal on it before, and so has Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
There's always the European tour. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got nothing to add. I mean, it's the same stuff. I guess I like that the PGA is actually, we always talk about all these old heads and you have to change the boundaries. I always harp on MLB, but like the PGA, we talked about it not being a healthy competition, but really this could be something that if they get the structure right, I think in maybe the next few years, you might see an increase in the quality of golf because you're going to get these young players to stay. And I think that's the whole idea. So I hope they figure it out. But I have nothing else to add. I don't follow golf enough to have any valid input.
Yeah, I agree. It just, for whatever reason, it keeps reminding me of NWO, WCW, and WWF of just like WCW changed the game. WWF said, hey, that's how you change it. Let me flip it, make it better, guaranteed bigger money contracts, that type of stuff. To me, the comparisons are there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just wanting the glory days of wrestling to come back. I don't know.
So it has
kind of
go ahead.
Well, so it's kind of similar, a similar story in football where for some reason, I don't know how, but the Chinese Football League had an insane amount of money, like ridiculous amount of money, where they were just trying to sign the best players from Europe to go and play in China. And essentially, it was a retirement league, but really wealthy retirement league. Like Shanghai, a team in Shanghai signed a player from Chelsea called Oscar for £75 million and paid him £400,000 a week. There was players out, literally average players playing in China for £300,000 a week, and it was just ridiculous. They were just trying to pick up all these European players, and a couple of players did go and get a big paycheck, but the money eventually did run out because no one's watching it. No one cares about the football up there. It was a very bizarre thing.
Wow.
I will say that about that's what I think will end up having to Live. is if the PGA can figure stuff out, because like the biggest draw for the Live right now is all these big names going over there.
All right,
Right.
so the PGA has already made changes to their tournament next year. Their format, they are planning on elevating 4 extra events to the Cup season. And the top 20 players this year have already committed to compete in all 12 events with guaranteed money to each person who commits. The other thing that tails off that with the Tiger and Rory is that launching in January 2024, Tiger and Rory have started the TGL, which isn't Tiger Golf League, but I'm going to keep saying it is. It's formed in partnership with the PGA Tour. You have to be a member of the PGA Tour to play, and it features 6 teams, televised live on Monday nights, and it's going to be inside, like kind of like a shot competition. So that sounds pretty cool. Let's see. I'm here for it. There's also a pledge to increase prize money with a purse of at least $20 million available at each of the 12 tour sanctioned events, which is a massive increase. Usually they're only like 14 million. Yeah. So watch out for the Tiger Golf League. It looks really fun. I want to go to an event. That's live from Atlanta News CW 69. All right.
Shout out to the boys in Atlanta. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. That's good. That Jager, that just made you smile ear to ear there. So that's good.
I'm here for the PGA.
Hey, that's why we hire you. That's why we pay you the big bucks around here. Jay Gray, you didn't make a fan earlier though. Claudia said no, Jay Gray, equal rights for everyone.
Claudia, we'll have a separate conversation about this over my beer tower, and it'll be a good time.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be all fun.
Or champagne. It depends on what you want. We can do both.
We'll dip and dabble.
We'll dip and dabble, Claude.
Well, we had Jay Gray here for golf. We got Devin here for baseball. Finally, we don't have to act like we know it now.
Oh my God!
Thank God.
I was so hyped for Devin's dugout though last week.
Devin's, yeah.
Oh, I'm so. We ended up. It actually ended up being a close game, closer than we thought, and I could not come off third base. I was on a hot. Like, y'all guys do not realize I looked like damn Manny Machado over there at third base. I was in the zone. Maybe actually, you know what? Next Tuesday we have a Tuesday game. I'm going to come from the dugout, and it's going to be live reported.
Devin's dugout, baby. Horseshoe in and all.
The most exciting thing in baseball right now is actually an old head. Albert Pujols, man, is kind of caught a little bit of a hot stretch here. He's I think he's 694 right now. So 6 more hundreds, he'll hit 6 more homers. He'll be in that elusive 700 homer pull. And dude, that's insane. I really do. It's almost kind of like the Barry Bonds record. That's what it feels like to me. It's the last time like we've had something like this where it's just like everybody's going to end up watching it. And the Cardinals are doing pretty well. So I mean, I don't see a reason why he couldn't potentially, if he doesn't get it in the regular season, get it in the postseason.
So records can go for postseason. It's one of those random sports, right, where like it doesn't just counteract the postseason stuff.
To my knowledge, it goes all the way through. I mean, it's not just a regular season thing.
Okay, that's
but yeah, and obviously super exciting for me. It's where it's been a long time. The Orioles are actually on a hot streak. Like, we are above 500 for the first time in forever. We're a game and a half behind the Blue Jays for the last AL wild card spot. And dude, I can't tell you guys how exciting it is for an Orioles fan who's used to losing all the time. But obviously, biggest names in baseball right now, Dodgers. They are ahead of everybody by a long shot. Their record's 89-38, which nobody's touching that. I think the Cardinals are maybe the Braves. I think the Braves have almost touched the 80-game mark. But yeah, baseball is heating up. But the only people that matter to me are the Orioles right now, and Albert Pujols. Jay Gray, I'm sorry. The Orioles are finally above the Red Sox in the power rankings.
We
It
suck.
makes me. Yeah, I mean, y'all are bad. I think y'all
Except
are,
go Jalen Davis. Keep going. Woo! He got called up to the Sox. Woo!
Did he?
He did.
That's big news. That's big.
Love
Yeah,
to
I
see
mean, biggest bring up for the Orioles this year was Rutschman. Ever since we called up the number one prospect in baseball, I think we are like 21-14 or something, which is an all-star break, which is insane. I think we are I think we have the best record in the AL East as well since then. So it's insane to think about how one player could change the outcome of like your entire season. Because like, I mean, we were like doing okay, but that one person has actually flipped the script on us. Pretty
Wow.
brings it tear to my eye, man. Really does.
I love it. All right, me and Fitz got to know Mets. Do they got a chance here?
The Mets.
The Mets. They're at 82-47. They're in the 80-game stretch. Can they hold on and make a run?
Shoot, who all is still injured for the Mets, pitching wise? Does anybody know?
That's a great question. You're the baseball guy, so I'm gonna ask you. Who all still injured for the Mets?
Huge Mets
I think
guys.
both Scherzer and what's his face DeGrom.
Yeah,
They're either
DeGrom.
back or they're like one game away from being back.
So if they
No,
can get
Scherzer's
those two
back.
guys, if Scherzer and DeGrom can get back into that 1 and 2 hole spot, there's not a lot of teams that'll beat them in a series, to be honest. I mean, and they've got one of the best closers in baseball. And
Do you think they can take the Dodgers with their pitchers?
God, I don't know. Dodgers are insane too. So I feel like it's the opposite almost. Like the Mets are, I feel like, stacked pretty heavily in like the defensive category. Like their pitching is insane. Dodgers, I mean, obviously has great pitching, and the Mets obviously have great offense. You don't get to those records with neither. But it's kind of like the battle of two adversaries. It's like defensive versus offensive. I think it depends on who gets hot, man. Baseball is the weirdest sport, and the fact that it's not just about talent. I mean, Orioles are kind of a example of that. We're just on a hot streak right now, and we don't have like a lot of huge names. So I mean, anybody could take anybody on any given day, but if I had to put money on it, which probably will, I would say the Dodgers probably would come out ahead in that series. But I think it would be tight. I think it'd have to go to game 5 or game 7.
I like it. All right, awesome. Golly, man, I love having Devin back. This is awesome. Me and Fitz don't have to fake it, and Tim just says Astros every 5 seconds, so we're good.
Yeah,
Astros.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Astros aren't doing bad either.
Yeah. Matt's
That's
like,
right.
what the fuck is baseball? So,
But you did drop 2 of the 3 to the O's. Those are hot, baby.
Hate to
put
see
some
it.
O's on it. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna do a quick transition to a little college football here. We won't go too much into it.
Let's go.
But Saturday, we got Zach Thomas coming on the show. It'll be Raphael from MyBookie. Love to have him there. But hot seat college coaches, I'm going to tease the segment, and we'll dive more into it Saturday morning, especially when App plays UNC. Be reporting live from there. I'm pumped for it. But there's one cat in particular. Week 0, things just did not go well for Nebraska and the Cornhuskers. Scott Frost was already rumored to be on the hot seat. He goes for an onside kick up by 9 in the 4th. They don't recover it. Northwestern gets in there and dices them up. They win 31-28. They win by 3. I don't think Scott Frost makes it in the season. What do you guys say? I mean, you go for an onside kick up by 9. You don't get it, and your team loses by 3.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't even know what the analytics are in that. That doesn't really make sense.
It seems like bad money ball statistics right there.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill's like, yeah. This is when you go.
You got some Jonah Hill looking motherfucker in his ear, like you
Yeah.
should totally onside kick this.
He's got the Ferrari strategist talking to him, doesn't he?
Exactly.
He does indeed.
Up 9. There's probably only like 3 games in existence where this was happening at this exact moment, and he's like, maybe it was 1 for 3. That's good odds to me. I'd take that to Vegas.
Well, this game was in Dublin, wasn't it? So maybe he spent the night on having too much Guinness. Maybe that's it. Maybe
Was it in Dublin?
It was
The
in
game was-
Dublin.
The game was in Dublin, yeah.
Wi-Fi goes out of the stadium. They give free beer out.
Y'all,
Wow.
that Guinness hangover is no joke. So maybe he was like trying to nurse a hangover and get out of there as
Mm,
possible.
yeah.
I'm picturing
Guinness,
now
Guinness is
Jonah
heavy as
Hill.
well.
He had discount Jonah Hill from Moneyball. It was just Jonah Hill from Wolf of Wall Street in his ear after
Yeah,
just
yeah.
raging.
Do you think he knew something, like it was like some inside betting going on? Like someone was like, all right, in the fourth quarter, Frost, yeah, he's gonna kick an onside kick. And maybe it was like life or death situation for Frost here. He's like, I gotta take this or they might take my life.
Real life, Scotty. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Yeah, I like it.
He got in some trouble with some Irish gypsies.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to take the onside kick like that. I'll deck you. I'll be amazed if anybody understands that.
Whoa.
That's what Irish people sound like. Proper Irish people.
That was awesome. That
Thank
was
you.
amazing.
Hero week.
Yeah. So we all agree here. Scott Frost, probably the dumbest move, the dumbass of the week there.
Oh, big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
That's a new segment. The Fitz. I'm a dumbass.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that's coming. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
that's your dumbass of the week for sure.
As I said, Saturday morning, we'll be teeing off with Zach Thomas, Raphael from my bookie. Hopefully, some of these guys join us there. If not, we're gonna have one hell of a time anyway. So life's good. But you guys join us. We'll do pick'ems and all the good stuff. We got Notre Dame at Ohio State, big game. App State, UNC. We got a lot of key games week 1. It's gonna be good. All right, let's move into NFL. We'll do our random question and we'll get out of here. We only got 2 NFL topics. It's preseason. We shout out our boys, Meach, Jalen Verge, making the 53-man roster. We love to see it. Meach with your Lions, Tim. Absolute
love it.
banger. Got to get the Meach jersey behind me and behind you, too. Got to put it on Barry now.
Sawed off. That's what they call him in preseason. Sawed off. He's always there. I don't know what it means, but it's a pretty cool nickname.
That's the baddest name ever.
Holy
I
shit.
love it.
That's sawed off. Yeah.
Jay Verge makes the Broncos. Bronco Nation, let's ride. A lot of people on Twitter are like, hold on, Jalen Virgil made the roster, and they were really hype about him. They were pumped up that he got it, and he's such an explosive playmaker. He showed it in the preseason. So both those cats, got to get them back on here. Got to get their jersey helmet up behind me, and I'm pumped for them. I hope they have one hell of a season. This is going to be great. DeMarco Jackson was placed on IR from the Saints, former guest. T. Henney, best friend of the show. He is retired from football. At least that's what the Vikings list him at, with a shoulder injury. So, yeah. Don't know. We'll
Man,
have to get him on, dice it up. Maybe Cato has inside scoop. We'll get Cato back on.
I was ready for TNA to be White Claw 2.0. Just working with Adam Thielen.
I know.
thought
I
he
was
gonna
too.
rub off on him. Yeah.
Maybe he'll get picked up again. I hope he does. I really do. All right. I got to talk about this because it happened with my bunkles.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
I knew this was going to come out.
Donald. Yeah. Yeah.
I knew this was coming.
All right, so it's a practice scrimmage. Tim's laughing at my typo and Fitz. He doesn't will just one helmet. He's got 2 helmets. And he's trying to go for skulls here. Myles Garrett-esque, trying to crush some skulls. The only difference is this is not national TV. It's not Thursday Night Football. This is a practice. This is a scrimmage before a preseason game. Aaron Donald, he's been a figure of the league. People love him. But he's also had some really dirty plays in there too. Like he's choked out a few different offensive linemen in games, in situations. Throwing the helmets, I think he's kicked somebody before. He's got some dirty plays, quote unquote, on his resume here. So a lot of people, it seems like 50-50. Oh, he's passionate. He's just playing. Just let him play. And there's other 50 like, no, he's dirty. Like he's dirtier than Vontaze Burfict in a way. What do you guys say?
First of all, whoever organized this practice, like, what are you thinking? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
the
kind of
Super Bowl matchup in
just dumb.
preseason. Come on, like.
I agree.
Preseason joint practices are just a joke, and I don't believe anything that happens in them. I mean, if the Giants are fighting with each other every week, then why are we putting two teams together?
Fair enough.
Makes no sense.
They can be conducted in a orderly manner like the Lions and the Colts. I just want to put that out there. Very, very clean practices.
There's
Maybe
all
one
have
or two
Dan Campbell.
scuffles.
that's because nobody wants to fight Dan Campbell.
Yeah,
The guy
he said that.
He's
He said, you start shit, you're off this team, and you deal with me. And I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with you, Dan Campbell. Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
would say
Dan
side
Campbell,
note.
that Hard Knocks is so good.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
Tim
God.
Tim gets episode 3 corner here in a minute, and I'm pumped to see what he says.
Mm.
Tim's
But-
corner here.
But staying on topic, so the NFL is so picky, choosy. You know, how are we going to punish you? Let's see how the public perceives you. Are you cool to the shield or not? They suck. NFL sucks at distributing punishments for players. They're not going to give Aaron Donald jack crap over this, even though last season, or was it 2 seasons ago, Myles Garrett took one helmet to the face of Mason Rudolph. People lost their minds. And I get that the scenario is different, but like, I get it. It's preseason. Whoop-de-doo. But like, this is a bad look. And I guarantee he's just going to get a slap on the wrist. And it's not.
The dude was double fisting helmets.
Right. So you go to the weapon. The helmet was acting as a weapon, and he was using it in a lethal way. To this, and what are they going to say? What are they going to do? They might fine him $50,000. Whoop-de freaking do. He just got a huge contract. The NFL pisses me off, and they decide, you know, their rules change based on how they want them to change, and that's what I don't like. You get a year suspension for gambling, but you know other things happen, and it's so wishy-washy. They're gonna limp dick this, and it's gonna. Oh my gosh, it's gonna make me so mad. Like something needs to happen. I know it's Aaron Donald, but something needs to happen.
Aaron
Sorry.
Donald
All right.
or Aaron Donlad? Dirty.
He turns into Aaron Donlad when he has two
And
helmets.
he's Passonat. All right, it's my second day back to school. Damn it, give me a break. I'm tired, man. I can't spell, man.
Who we getting this season? Aaron Donlad or? All right, that's good.
I agree with you, Tim. I like your take.
Thanks, dog.
It's a hot
I'm
mess.
glad too.
It's a hot mess.
Jay Gray and Tim, both takes are amazing. Anybody else, real quick?
Maybe it's his evil twin, Aaron Dunlad.
All right, go fuck yourself.
The only thing I was gonna say, just with conjoined practice, most interesting conversation that I could imagine was with the Packers Saints conjoined practice. Jameis Winston and Aaron Rodgers were just talking to each other, and I just would love to be a fly on the wall in that conversation, just because
Hey, man.
Aaron.
You ever eat
Aaron's
DW?
probably talking about Joe Rogan and doing psychedelics, and Jameis is just like trying to act like he understands, but really has no clue what he's talking about.
No, he
you
knows
saw-
exactly what he's talking about because it's psychedelics.
James
He
is
knows
looking
exactly
at
what's
him
going on.
and just talking about his LASIKs. Like, I had no idea you actually looked like this.
Yo, you saw Jupiter? Me too, man.
Yeah,
No,
But easily my two favorite quarterbacks in the league right now.
I like it. All right.
Are you on the
Uh,
Jameis train?
Oh, I'm on it. Yeah.
Oh, my
That
God.
boy's meme content. I have a debate with one of my friends. We think Conor McGregor is number one, but Jameis is number two. Like we think they're just so close. Like whatever they say is just gold. But I think McGregor's just got him by a little bit.
All right, so Tim, I'm loving this because the last train Fitz was on was the Danny Dimes train, and I think we all know how that turned out. So
Hey,
sorry, I'm sorry,
conduct-
Tim.
I'm conducting this train. Anyone can hop on before the season starts. we're going straight to MVP land. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Brian still curses you for the Danny Dimes train because he's a Giants fan.
It's all Fitz's fault. All right, so Jimmy G restructures the deal. He gets guaranteed $6 million. I think up to $12 million he can get with bonuses, that type of stuff. Rewind the clock a month ago. I feel like Jimmy G was on his way out to Miami, maybe Atlanta. Like he was on his way out of 49ers. It was Trey Lance's show. Not so fast. There's still a quarterback battle. Jimmy G is still in the building. There's been a lot of rumors that Jimmy G, once he got his contract, once he got his money, he just stopped. He cut off everybody from the organization. Nobody could really get in contact with him. I don't know. It's all hearsay. I just can't believe they kept him. What do you guys think?
It does make you question: is Trey Lance not showing them what they're looking for? You know, like, are they like, all right, we got our reliable QB here, Jimmy G. We're not sure with Trey Lance. I mean, that's where it just becomes really interesting. Is obviously they believe Jimmy G can help them, and so Trey Lance, I don't know, maybe he's just, maybe they're hoping, hey, another year to develop. I don't know, but it's doesn't make it look like they're sold on Trey Lance right now.
Well,
exactly.
I think I saw a report that somebody said like they were trying to flip it to like you can't have enough good quarterbacks and enough good football players. So it's just like one of those things where it does feel like they're not very sold on Lance.
It's a classic PR move right there.
Good PR move. That intern deserves a raise.
I think it's smart. It makes total sense to me. So like, I feel like this last couple of years, well, maybe just because I've been focusing on it more, but there's the higher quarterback 2 and even 3 are the value is just increasing. So like, if he was willing to restructure his contract, which he did, why is there this push? Why does everyone want Jimmy out? Like, sure, I'll take $6 million guaranteed to sit on the bench, and if the starter gets hurt, then sure, I'll go in. Like, I'm comfortable with the organization. I know the playbook. Like, I don't know, this whole thing of this whole narrative of like, all right, 49ers have to dish off Jimmy. Where's he going? I just didn't get it. Didn't make sense to me. I think it's a smart move.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
And it's weird because like for Jimmy, he's probably thinking like, okay, if I want to be a starter, who's looking? And the teams that would want a starter right now, it's like Jets. I don't want to get Seahawks. Like, I don't know. It just seems, I don't know that he has an appeal to any of those teams.
Yeah. I think his best bet was maybe Carolina or Atlanta, and they both signed their guys. So
even then, Carolina or Atlanta, it's like
I agree. Like, do you really want to go to those places?
Yeah.
And I honestly, if I was in Trey Lance's shoes, I'd feel more comfortable because you have this quarterback who's been in this system for a few seasons now, and he's taken them deep. He knows the playbook. He knows the different pointers that's going to help you succeed. So. And the organization just basically gave you the starting job. They're like, look, Jimmy's going to be the backup. Like, you got it. I would feel more confident going in knowing like, okay, I got good pieces around me. Like, if I have any questions, I can go to these people. I don't know. That's just my take. I'm a nobody.
It's still a quarterback battle.
So, yeah, you are.
Thanks, Matt.
Anytime.
Yeah. I know. Real quick on some sadder news, maybe brighter news, who knows? Calvin Ridley and Brian Robinson found themselves on the wrong side of crime here. Brian Robinson Jr., rookie running back for the Commanders, the Commies. He was shot in the arm twice, or upper body extremity twice. I'd assume it's the arm. He was released from the hospital today. He made the 53-man roster, had a great preseason. But someone tried to carjack him. Somebody tried to armed robbery right in the middle of D.C. But thankfully, he's released from the hospital, made the 53-man roster. Looks like he'll be back playing football eventually at some point this season. Calvin Ridley today was a target of gang violence in Atlanta, that somebody robbed his home, and they've targeted multiple people who have posted on social media things that they have in their home or things that they bought. and Calvin Ridley was one of those homes that got hit up. Tough year for Calvin Ridley here. Hopefully he gets the money back. Hopefully he had it insured. But just a wild time in the NFL. I had to give those two storylines a quick second here. Any thoughts from you guys here?
I'd like to just go ahead and say that Robinson is now on the trade block for the Pub Sports Talk fantasy football. So anybody wants him, you can have him.
Yeah, I've drafted him for the banter, and then I realised, oh wait, that's probably not a great banter. I probably should drop him.
Fantasy football draft was a lot of fun. I think it took shorter time than what I really thought it would. It took like an hour for us, like 18-man league, 18-person league, I should say. Good teams. I feel like every team has a good stack to it. We got some big heavy hitters in there, some big names, and then all of us. So I'm excited for it.
I just didn't draft receiver.
Did you not?
I was just like, I'm just gonna wait. I got like some really weak wide receivers, but I feel like when you have 16 teams, I feel like you have to have some kind of strategy. I know Devin talked about just thinking of taking all the tight ends.
I was gonna do that, and then it's just like they disappeared, and I was so pissed off.
Yeah. I feel like it was one round, and they're all gone. And I was like, "What the fuck happened? The hell's going on out there?" All right, Tim, this is your segment to just shine, big dog.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting nervous.
Tell us
Just
about
kidding.
those Hard Knocks.
Spoilers for anyone who has episode 3.
Okay.
Am I here? Oh,
Yeah, you're good.
okay. Man, episode 3. Have you guys watched it, or do you guys plan on watching it?
I just finished episode 1, so
I can't.
No, spoil it. Spoil it. I don't care.
Well,
I wanna hear it. I'm
it's
so
just not
excited.
much. This episode was going to be the heartbreaking episode because now the 53-man roster is out for all teams, and so they kind of drummed up some players. And one of the younger wide receivers, Pimpleton, they call him Pimp. He got cut. He got cut today. He did not make the roster, and that was part of why I was really hesitant on watching something like this because, I mean, you think of the Shield, you don't really think of the face, but then when you get something like this and you get like, oh, like he's this young talent who's just trying to make his way, trying to, support for his family. And then like I look back on my Reddit feed and I'm like, wait, did this guy get cut today? And yeah, like it's just one of those things where you hate to see it, but it also gives him, other opportunities. And I know other players after today are going to be hopefully getting calls somewhere. But gosh, the one part I was really excited about, and I think I hinted at it last week in my little blurb, was there was a 12-play drive that the Colts had against the Lions in the red zone, and we stuffed them every damn play. And seeing the linebackers, seeing the coaches, seeing everyone just get so jacked for those 12 plays, and just every play, there was 2 plays in particular that were on the 1-yard line, and you had people going. I mean, you had, gosh, I'm blanking on his name. They call him Rodrigo. They had Rodrigo.
Yeah,
and this undrafted free agent, and he's just blowing up players, blowing up running backs, and it's just stuff like this. Just, I mean, give me the IV of Kool-Aid. I just want it all. I want to just go to Kool-Aid land, and I don't want to come back. And I'm scared that I have to come back, and I don't want to.
Yeah, we got 2 episodes left.
Ride that high, baby.
Juice is loose, man. But gosh, it's like Dan Campbell. I know we've had a lot of college or collegiate players. Devin, you can speak to this. A lot of times, and I think the strength and conditioning coach was really your players coach when you guys were talking stories. You really get that vibe from Dan Campbell of like, he just is all about the players. Now he's going to set the ground straight, and he's got the 4 rules, but he doesn't care if you have 3 toes or 1 ass cheek. He's whooping you, and I love it. And side note, Evan, I have to rub this in your face again, man. I'm sorry. Jamal Williams, The guy just has my heart.
I know,
The guy
I
has
know.
my heart. I love that guy. He's sitting there with his anime shirts just dancing, and he's got his little Naruto cap on, and he's just throwing balls to fans in the stands, and he's just like, but at the same time, he's getting in people's faces, and gosh, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm
No, I
riding the
saw
high.
that. I did see that clip of Jamal Williams, and I can't remember which coach said it, but just like letting Jamal express himself like that, like you get every ounce of him, and like there's a part of like leadership. It's just really cool to think about.
I can't stop gushing over it. I don't want it to end. Thanks for the corner, guys. I needed this.
Hey, anytime. You get 2 more weeks of this, Tim. Episode 4 drops tonight. Episode 5 drops a week from now. I really hope Meech is on one of these.
Oh my god,
I do too.
that would be awesome.
That would be amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pumped for it.
sorry, I just
Not
got real
Tim
excited.
6
I
to
just had to let
midnight.
it out. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
All right. Random question, and then we'll
Wait.
do the pub parlay and get out of here.
One more thing, NFL. How screwed are the Panthers with Baker Mayfield talking his shit?
I love it. I'm here for it.
Miles Garrett
trying
said,
to
"We'll take
fuck
it and
them
we'll
up.
use it."
Devin, I thought you were going to mention the
Oh gosh.
Poe the Raven tearing his ACL
Idiot.
or whatever.
Did you guys hear
Idiot.
about that? Apparently, there's like money behind it. According to the Buffalo Bills fan that's down the hall from me at school, he said that the Ravens have 2 mascots, and the backup mascot was getting jealous of the primary mascot and paid someone to take out his ACL.
No.
Yes,
There's no way that's a real story.
that's what he said. I don't know.
HBO
He said he
Sports.
saw it on Twitter.
Poe versus Flo.
We've gone full circle. We've got hitmans. We've got assassins.
Yeah.
Right back from what we were saying earlier. This is full circle.
Let's go.
What if Myles Garrett trains with Aaron Donlad and becomes the ultimate helmet wielding force and just beats Baker's face in?
Miles Terrig.
Oh God, I needed that laugh. That was good.
Oh man. All right. Well, you guys can go fuck yourself. Anyways, all right. Andrew Price, we asked Instagram. He said Pete Rose is his biggest asterisk to his sports hero. I had to throw his shout out. I like him to explain it. Maybe next week we'll get him on to explain it. I love Pete Rose. Got a signed batting helmet behind me, so you better tread carefully here. Otherwise, getting Aaron Donald on you. All right. Pub parlay, random question, and let's get out of here. I got the money. Oh, let's go. First try.
We're hitting. We're hitting now.
We hitting it. All right. So, what do we got here?
I have one.
Let her rip, Chater Chip.
It's also that sounded weird because Devin didn't say it.
It's full of laughs tonight.
This is what we all needed, right?
I'm still laughing. Yeah. Anyway, so my sip of death, even though it didn't get recognition, I have one. I did.
Sorry,
research.
Jay. Oh.
This is not my pick, but if you want some good Thursday night football, the Backyard Brawl is back. First time in 11 years. If I were taking an upset, I would take West Virginia, but I don't have that much trust in them.
Country roads.
Country roads, baby. So yeah, my upset pick, which you're putting money on in the pub parlay, is, and I want Tim to try and guess the mascots for these 2 teams, is I am taking the University of Texas, San Antonio, over number 24, Houston. UTSA had a really good squad last year.
Yes, they
and
did.
apparently they only lost 4 starters. So
If Tim gets this wrong, I want to try this because I know one. I'm blanking on the other.
San
Yeah.
Antonio. They are the Groundhogs,
No,
and
but you're kind of close. It's a double name.
the Roadrunners.
They are.
Oh,
Wow, good clue. And then the oil rigs, the oil drillers, the Cougars.
there you
They
go.
are.
That's my favorite segment during college football season.
Good job. Yeah, but put money on it. UTSA with the points.
I
don't
love
know
it,
if that
Jay.
counts. Outright, whatever. I'm taking the Roadrunners over Houston.
I don't hate it. I love it.
I like that.
Thank you.
App over Carolina, baby.
Yeah,
Easy
that's a
money.
give me.
All right.
Easy money.
I thought about it, but I don't like putting money on my team.
I do all the time.
I'm weird about it.
Just let
All
it
the
ride.
time.
Shout out Smack Apparel, friends of the show. Use code PUB17 on their website. You get 17% off. Great discounts. Great dude. Jeff, we had him on. Amazing goalkeeper, even better person. He wants to come back on. He's going to help us get some more guests on. Maybe Monte Te'o. Just saying. Throwing it out there. Hopefully the universe delivers for us. But also, they're making an App State over UNC shirt when App State wins.
Oh, nice.
So let's go.
Love it.
I'm in.
So is Saturday? Is that the day?
That's the
Or-
day. So you're taking the Astro Saturday, Tim?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Wild guess,
Over
man.
over
I'd like to
Los
know-
Angeles.
I'd like to know how many weeks in a trot Tim's taking the Astros.
Wait, they play the Dodgers or the Angels?
They play the Angels.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're still rolling.
Woo,
an
yeah,
easy
we're
one.
rolling.
This week, I'm riding on Parker's team. Nottingham Forest beat Bournemouth.
Let's get naughty.
Well, yeah, I like that.
And they're playing Saturday?
Yeah, you can't see the odds yet because they're playing tomorrow night.
So they're not playing Saturday. They're playing.
They're playing Wednesday and Saturday.
Gotcha. Okay. Now we're
Yeah.
making sense. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Fitzy?
I think Devin needs to go. I can.
He already went. He took App.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I'll go ahead and go.
You go ahead.
Devin took our team. I'm taking Devin's team. Matt took my team. I'm going Ravens. They continue the preseason just dominance for the past, 5, 6, 7 decades, it seems like.
Right.
Give me them over the Jets.
Oh man.
I like
I
it.
feel good about all
Love
these
it.
picks right now.
So don't.
I don't feel good about my pick.
Well, pick a pick where you feel good about.
Yeah, come on, man.
I would suggest
That's
you
what
do
I'm
that.
trying to do.
Because
Come
there's
on,
some
man.
really good odds here. App over
I'm putting
UNC.
a hundo
I know.
down on this one.
Yeah.
I don't like baseball.
Yeah, you put 100 down. We might
I
make
don't
a
either,
couple
to be fair.
grand here.
Matt, what do you think? Man, I just don't.
They
know.
helped you last
think
time
that's
when you were in a hole for a pick, and they've got a good game this
What do you
weekend.
think about Liverpool over Everton?
Oh, yeah, they should win. They really should. Everton.
I mean, they're not going to blow it, are they?
No, Everton are terrible. I was going to suggest Brentford, but yeah, Liverpool will win. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
No, I like it.
Abort.
The amount of pressure that just I can see.
I know.
just building
I feel
on
good
Jets right now.
I think we're 5 for 5. Knock on wood. I almost don't think I should put one in.
You have to.
That's not how this works.
You are
absolutely
part
have
of the
to.
pub.
We're only strong as our weakest link fits.
Oh man!
But when your pick doesn't come in, we will come after you.
I'm looking at Dodgers.
I'm probably going to put
Padres.
two separate.
I'm looking at
bets.
Dodgers Padres.
You're-
I want to take the Dodgers over the Padres.
That's the scariest bet ever.
Oh my
That's so scary. I know that's so scary, right? Like I don't
Veto.
feel good about that.
Matt gave you a
Not-
safe bet. Why don't you just take the
Oh
safe
my
bet?
Yeah, take Liverpool.
Take Liverpool.
They just
Okay.
won
Yeah.
9-0.
Okay. I could see them just
Oh my
screwing
God.
us. Okay.
Oh,
Liverpool,
God.
lock it in. Liverpool over Everton. Oh,
Holy
All right. Moving forward, Fitz does not go last.
Oh my god.
I just can't.
Fitz has got to go
I'm
first. Is that what
feeling,
we're
I'm
saying?
feeling really nervous about my pick. I'm gonna go Dodgers Padres, 2 of the top 5 teams in baseball.
Oh, Evan.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you,
All right,
guys.
random question. Let's get at this episode's been money. All right. What do we got?
I got nothing.
I think Devin or
Jake-
Jay Gray.
Yeah, Jay Gray and Matt are usually good for a good one.
Athlete did you want to be while you were growing up?
Oh,
Mm.
Athlete that you
Or
wanted
who
to be
did
when
you
were
want to
growing
be when you were growing up? Doesn't have to be an athlete.
That's a great one. I got 2 answers. One really sappy. One maybe good for the pub. Sappy, my dad. Just
Yeah.
he played collegiate soccer. Just him being my dad. Like my number one goal is to be a dad. Him coaching and all that stuff, being a teacher, following in his footsteps. Like that's my biggest role model in my life, hands down. Is my dad. My pub friendly answer. Chad Johnson, baby. Ocho Cinco. Give me the grill. Let me flash on some people. Let's go.
those are some levels there. Some real hard stuff.
Yeah.
There.
I won't headbutt anybody. It's okay.
I wanted to be Ash
Ketchum.
Ketchum.
Ash Ketchum.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
I wanted to be Goku, so I can't even.
Yeah.
He was my inspiration growing up. I just wanted to scream for 30 minutes and hope my hair changed colors.
Tim, over under 10 times you tried that.
I tried it a lot when I was a
Hey,
kid.
yeah. Dude, I was a weird kid. I did it too.
I was a weird one.
I can see you and Devin just. Ah! Ah!
I don't know where my scouter went. The scouter's somewhere.
I wanted to be a Formula One driver. Go figure. Yeah, nothing
like
too
it.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to be.
I keep getting.
I asked. You can go, Evan.
Can we-
I asked the question.
Can we guess? Can we guess what Evans and Jay Grays are?
I mean, mine's.
Ooh,
already-
I like-
I don't think you're gonna guess mine though.
I feel like Evans would be Jordy Nelson.
Hmm.
He's too old for Jordy. That'd
Yeah,
be
he
like
was old. He
Nah,
was like, I was
Evan
in
wanted
high
to be
school.
Brett
in
Favre.
college.
Brett Favre. I want to be Brett Favre. I had the helmet and jersey kit, and I remember like as young as maybe kindergarten, first grade, put the helmet on, just be in the yard, just winning Super Bowls. Yeah, that was the dream.
I don't know who Jenny's would be.
I don't think you'll guess it.
Give us a hint.
Right.
Give us a sport.
Sport might be maybe a little too easy, but I'll give you a hint. She spells her first name the same way I do, which
Jenny
is unique.
Finch.
Yeah, I did want to be Jenny
Wow.
Finch.
Nice.
Good softball player. And then I lost my thumb in a my thumbnail in a softball game, and it bled a lot. So that changed.
I lost my thumb.
Yeah. But I did want to be her. And I always watch when she plays in like celebrity events.
God, what an athlete.
Mhm. Dominant.
Yeah,
Oh, for
100%.
sure.
Mount Rushmore of dominant
Female
athletes.
athletes, for sure.
Absolutely. Hey, great question, Jay. Great episode, pub. Can we do this again sometime soon? Just the full pub getting together,
This is
sharing
great.
some beers, a lot of laughs, laughing at me. I'm here for it. Let's go. We'll catch you guys Saturday, 8:30. Zach Thomas, Raphael. Hopefully, some of these jokers join us as well for our college football kickoff pick'em show. Be coming live from Boone. Beer Tower. Maybe it makes an appearance. Who knows? Let's have one hell of a day, one hell of a week, and you guys stay blessed.
Parker, where are you setting up?
I think right by the parking deck by the library. Where are you going to be?
The
I
church.
don't know.
right?
We're figuring things
Church
out.
Street. All right, you let me know. Let's do it.
Let's do
Me,
it.
Rusty, you, Dylan. Oh, let's go.
Let's slam somebody through a table.
Please, God, don't let Rusty throw me.
Bye.
Have a wonderful time.
See ya.
In a bit, go well.
That was everybody. Man, that just feels right.
We even got the J Gray hands and everything. Wow, I think Fitz is
Got
the
the
only
double
person
wave.
to reference the 2004 Pistons.
2004
other than
Pistons.
myself.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on.
Thank you, Evan. That brightened my evening.
Well, I don't tie it.
I'm just gonna go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has
Aaron
to be
Donlad.
above. I mean,
Aaron.
Aaron Donlad has to be.
How's the journey?
Fitzmagic in September is like one of the hottest athletes in the world.
So hot.
So you want to talk about putting a team on your back?
That hound is so
is
hot
Larry
right
Bird
now.
Reincarnated. This man might get it
That's
done.
not even close. It's not
Man, I'm a dumbass.
Dumbass.
I'm clipping that.
Georgia's second. Georgia's second.
Hey, Georgia also had Herschel Walker.
10 seconds.
Well, great episode. We'll get Aaron Donlad on next week.
Perfect. I'm sure if you just go on Instagram, there must be somebody called Aaron Donlad.
If not, we got to make one now. So